smell. Except I also smell vagina. How could there be a skin and vagina when there's only supposed to be biscuit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rappers, no vagina. I do not remember a vagina being involved.
What up, bro?
Your stuff is most acceptable.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Your work is pretty good too.
Oh, you speak of the dead. Dead, you speak of. Oh,
yeah, I've been through your website. I looked through.
You were not filled with fear.
Yes, I was.
Ah!
Yeah.
That is correct. However, you wisely chose to bring Olivia with you. You shall tell me why now.
She's my ride or die. I take her everywhere. Always.
Take her everywhere. You have vagina on the go with you at all times.
All time.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. There is no manner in which I can convince you to go gay on this trip, I see.
No.
Oh, well, how could you with an Olivia reminder? Could you, possibly go shopping or something like that?
Yes.
Maybe there's a nice sale in Macy's and you could, disappear for a while. However, you do not drink alcohol.
No.
Oh, you shall tell me why.
It's bad for me.
It's bad for
I only smoke.
You only smoke. We shall prepare. We will prepare for the others to arrive. You shall sit here with Olivia vagina and enjoy what's left of your life.
Oh shit. Oh damn, he's saucy as fuck.
Not to worry. Not to worry.
Waiting for that.
The exciting penis, accelerating penis, anything to your penis. No, not to worry. I don't believe you have much of a love trail. I was correct. You're rapper. Oh, you rap. You're part of, you're the head of Skatterbrain Productions, and your EP, exciting penis. Oh, I have seen your.
Very exciting.
I have seen your penis. It is superior, but you are committed, just like the skits to the vagina. Except the vagina has left you recently, and you are single. By my gay mathematics, more than likely, you and I will end up together. And if not, I will wait until you're dead and maggot infested, and at such a time, I shall make love to your dead body.
Oh shit. Man's got too much drip, bro. You see that shit?
Much to drip. Something drippy. Drippy, much to drip. Much to drip.
All that
Much to something vagina.
Careful. It must sweaty in the back seat.
I know, yeah, you're right.
Ratchet Jesus, I remember thee. More than likely, I will, no doubt, end up with your penis in my mouth once I pour a great large amount of tequila down your throat.
It's the easiest way to get me.
You are a rapper in Skatterbrain.
It's true.
Much like exciting penis and biscuit. Did you bring a vagina with you like biscuit?
I did
Double-crossed me and brought a vagina with himself.
I just brought T-Shay.
I have a man vagina. A man
Mangina.
pussy, and it's hairy.
He is pretty.
And I'm all smooth and slimy like you needed
I
me.
can't believe I had to shave my chest.
What do you smell, man?
I believe you are a boy toy of mine. However, there's a vaginas, a great many vaginas want to be with you. That's
factual.
not acceptable to me, and so therefore, if I cannot have you, they cannot have you, and so you'll probably die before the day is through, but you are a rapper with Skatterbrain. You are Tyrell Shea. Oh, and you just released a new release, Gone Ghost. Gone Ghost. Something's a ghost. You are a ghost.
Gone.
We are soothing one another right now by swaying in like a great mighty mortal willow. Soon you will be like the willow in nature, swaying because you will no longer be alive. Your flesh will be dead and blowing in the breeze.
Sounds beautiful.
The other side is here. Light, light from the other side is here. I feel the presence of good. It's not you. It's not Ratchet Jesus. It's not Biscuit.
I'm pretty sure that's the other guy.
It's not exciting penis. He's not good. Fear the Christian. Phase filled with light. You are.
Bite his nipple off.
Can the light protect thee even here? Can the Son of Man protect you even here where darkness is great?
I think it'll be a beautiful dance.
You are a rapper.
Yes.
Oh, with Skattered, much different from the rest. You are.
Yes.
How is it you're different from the rest?
I don't know.
Why you don't know?
Different flavor.
Flavor. What is your flavor?
Christian-based rapper.
Christian music. Yeah, the Christian. You are a hip-hopper. Hip-hop.
Pop, yeah.
Eric Peterson. Exciting Penis. I call thee because of the EP.
Super exciting.
How did you begin in hip-hop? How did that start for you?
Well, basically, I used to be a hype man for some local DJs and shit. All my buddies were DJs and shit when the scene was really big, and I was just a hype man. And occasionally they'd throw on some shit, and I'd just go out there with a mic and I'd just spit some freestyles and shit. And a couple people were like, "Man, that shit was really dope," you know. And I've always wrote music, I've always done the thing, but like hearing the compliments and all that kind of gave me the boost to like go actually pursue it and start recording and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I had seen that you had listed that your hip-hop management. Have you done hip-hop management, manage other hip-hoppers before?
I mean, I wouldn't say I manage them, but I am Mr. Skatterbrain, I guess. You know, I don't really, it's not like a label to me, it's more of a movement. So like everybody that's in Skatterbrain I basically mix, master all the music. You know what I mean? That's my job. We all have certain roles and shit.
Roles. So how how did Skatterbrain come into being then as a Skatterbrain Productions?
It came in time. It was always an idea of mine to have a movement, because I know when you have a bunch of moving pieces that are on the same page, you can get a lot more done quicker. So that was always my idea. It didn't always work out like it is now, but now I have a solid team with Tisha, Ratchet Jesus, FaZe, and Biscuit now. We all have our certain roles, you know. So like coming together, it just works. Like we all do our certain thing, and we're able to reach a broader audience that way.
What was it about each of them that made you want to work with them and have them a part of the team?
Just basic like roles and personalities. Like my buddy FaZe, we actually started getting together not long ago. Me and him just clicked right out the gate because of his style. He's got a fast, kind of like a chopper flow, and I just liked his style. He was really the only one that was doing it from where I'm from, so we kind of linked up through that.
We can't control it, these demons are always closing in. Banging on the back of my mind, we cannot hold it in.
It's cold as shit in my dome, the storm is rolling in. We're in a different class and these rappers still got us holding in.
So take a dose of my mental. This pain is really what I've been through when I'm holding it to the temple.
Feeling like pistols when I pop off. Had to empty my thoughts and jog off. When I'm on one, better call cops.
We killing them all at the start off.
Yeah, raw as it gets, like living Psalm 1 through 6.
There ain't no flaw when we spit, the darkest dogs in the pit.
I'm giving my all when they call my number. Running like Vic out the pocket, we're non-stop. Like it's Rocky, gotta take the belt from false prophets.
Caution if you cross a soul lost with a mind toxic. Look inside my icy Einstein with a hint of chocolate.
Mantle with a fifth of vodka, some acid and chips and salsa. I'm brainwashing these foes with the flow, boy, I got you.
Addison, Tyrell Shea, he linked with the group. I just gave him a shot. He spit some shit for me at the bar once, and I was like, man, I like that. Yeah, let's fuck around. And I don't know, like you just kind of meet people through music, and you hear their music, and it sparks something in you. I don't know how to explain it, but they all bring individual presence that I don't have, and that's what I like about them.
Now you just released something of yourself called In My Head.
Mm-hmm.
In My Head.
In My Head.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, In My Head. It was an album I just put out. It's really self-explanatory. In my head, man, that's where I live. I live in my head. I'm very to myself. I don't trust a lot of people, especially you, man. I don't trust you.
Smart.
But no, that's where I live. So I wrote this album and called In My Head, and it's just basically explaining like what's going on in my fucking brain. And it's a bunch of crazy shit.
You once had said that you have too many thoughts and not enough emotions. You now explain that. It's a very intriguing statement.
I have too many thoughts, not enough emotions. I mean,
what emotions do you
have? I think too much. I care about people's feelings more than I do my own. I put other people before I put myself. I'm an empath, if you will. So that's kind of how I explain it. You know, I put other people before me, and I end up paying the price in the long run.
I see.
You know what I mean?
What mental struggles do you have that you wanted to convey through your poetry?
Well,
are there any?
I kind of cry for help through my shit. Like, really. I'm suicidal. We all deal with depression, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I got children and shit. They keep me grounded. But I just, through my music, I just want to express myself. I want to say things that I can't say on a daily basis.
What would you hope would be the impact you hope your music has on others?
I really hope, and I have had people reach out to me, but I really just want people to reach out to me and understand that, what I'm saying is for them. We're one and the same. I've had people reach out to me and say, like, this song fucking saved my life, or, you know what I mean? That's really what makes me want to keep doing this, is when people reach out to me and say that you literally saved my life with this, you know? Like, and this might be one of my least favorite songs, but that saved your life. Like, that to me is huge. It makes a crazy person a little more sane. You know what I mean?
Tell me about the video you did.
Which one?
Two-Face.
Two-Face. You like that one? Oh, you're breathing hard. Big dog?
It's superior.
Yeah.
It is.
I look good as shit in that one
Tell
too,
me
huh?
about this.
Two-Face. You can find it on Skatterbrain Productions, YouTube. Two-Face was kind of about the same shit we just spoke of. Suicidal. I feel like I'm kind of the leader of the pack, and I feel like my energy kind of drains down to everybody else, like trickles. So that's where the cult references came from. I feel like we are a movement, and we ride and we die together, and that's kind of, you know, the whole idea of that. I mean, you got to go listen to you got to go watch the video to really understand what I'm saying, but.
Straight out the gate, gon' take off the mask. Two-Face with a blade, I'ma get it for the cash. EP, all caps, I'ma kill him with a glance. All gas to the flame when I hit him with a rap. It's a rap, or he's better yet a leather face. Told you that I'm coming, better move and get away. Think I may got a couple loose screws in the brain. When I hang shit, make a motherfucker lash out with the hate. Stand down, get found with the rest. These motherfuckers poking in the chest, no rest for the wicked, but a minute till the death. Even then, I'ma haunt these beats when I'm dead. Leave 'em with a hex, stack bread, get rich. All up in the head, got me feeling like a Grinch. And my feelings like a bitch, wanna kill shit. Take a couple pills, I don't know, even overdose, I don't really feel shit. Never really did though, since a little bro. People in my face, fucking fake the dildos. Make me wanna go dumb, switch to flip mode. You don't really wanna see how far he will go. I feel so sick in the head, I see red. You don't wanna see a beast off his leash yet. Moving like a breeze, leave them all with regrets. I'm Two-Faced, never know a side you'll see sense.
That's kind of like really the whole premise behind it.
And what is the big dream? Big dream for you and Skatterbrain.
My big dream is obviously, I mean, just to make it, man. Like just to blossom in this industry, whether it be independently or fucking through a major label. I want to see my dudes shine. I want to see all my dudes. Skatterbrain is not only a label, movement, whatever you want to call it. We're a brotherhood. Like all them guys, I have huge love for them. I know their children. We barbecue. Like they're literally my only friends. I want to see their kids live good. That's my goal. I want to see their children live a good life, and mine as well. That's the big dream.
The Christian.
Sir.
You are a Christian.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that.
It's alright, you okay?
I'm okay.
Do you need a Robitussin?
I think I can get through this.
Okay, alright, we're good.
Tell me about your spiritual path.
So, you know, man, I grew up as a baby. Went to Mexico, got baptized in a big cathedral Catholic church. I grew up Catholic, and when I got into my young adult years, I kind of just left the church. Well, then I joined the military and was overseas for my kids for a long time. I went through a long divorce and then over in the Philippines and saw some pretty destructive things. And yeah, that's when I just went and gave my life to Christ over in the airport over in Tokyo, Narita Airport.
How is it that you got into hip hop?
That's my older siblings. I'm one of 7. I got my oldest brother's 18 years older than me, and I grew up listening to the first cassette tape I had was Eminem on one side and Disturbed on the other side. And so I just would listen to my little Walkman walking to school in elementary school and memorized every song on both albums, and I just, once I was able to recite everything Eminem was saying, then I kind of started writing my own stuff in junior high.
Now you are considered a fast spitter.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how that skill developed.
I just wanted to be different, and I wanted to do music that nobody could copy. Because a lot of the artists, especially nowadays, it sounds even more so that they all sound the same. And if you don't hear them frequently, you really can't tell who is who. And so I wanted to be standout, somebody who's different, who can go slow and fast, and then do it rhythmically and make it sound good.
I see. One of your songs that the dead love is It Goes Up with a mortal with long hair.
Yes, my Crash Carnes. Yep.
Okay, It Goes Up. Tell me about that because that has some roots in metal.
Yes, it does. So I did that song. I wrote that song. I was lucky to be able to open up for Tech Nine and Strange Music in 2019 last
Tell me
year.
all about that first before
Yes.
you talk about It Goes Up.
For
Talk
sure.
about the tour.
So well, it's all together. It was on Tech Nine's It Goes Up tour, and I just felt a lot of just passion. And my first rap concert I ever went to when I was a kid was Bone Thugs Harmony and Tech Nine in Casper, Wyoming, and so it was kind of coming full fruition. So I got on the same stage with them, and It Goes Up, and in the chorus I say, "It goes up." It's the feeling like you're running for your life,
Yes.
but you're winning. When you ride through the light from the fire, you be spitting when the venom is never letting the vibe hit a minimum. And you just got that rush, that adrenaline coming. And I felt like a rock instrumental beat needed to be there, and I knew my buddy Crash could scream like no other, and it was a beautiful project.
It goes up. It's the feeling like you're running for your life when you ride through the light from the fire. You be spitting when the venom is never letting the vibe hit. It goes up. When they doubt that, you ain't really bout that. So they do what they never done, making them telling them and then y'all shut their mouth. Let me go and mix a rock with rap. My flow's so exact, acrobatical, letting my tongue throw like that. I said, hey, always gotta be doing the coldest rap because my flow was hotter than a heat of molten rap. So sit back for the man of the generation, generating a different kind of general devastation. To the dumb ones saying they innovative, yeah, you were done, sudden mumble annihilation. And I'm a new kind of animal coming to kill and mangle anybody that say that they wanna battle. I'ma go and get at 'em. I have a habit of being the baddest battle rapping addict on the side of the planet. So mic me up, damn it, cause I done did damage. I'ma do it again and then I'll run this planet, mess it up, then vanish. I'm a lyrical Thanos. Everybody gonna go and be like, damn, bro. If you really think you're ready for the reckoning, it's reckoning to happen when I be wrecking on the record till I'm breaking the records. And then you better remember, because I'm not gonna be stopped till there's nobody better. I'm not your regular rapper, I'm really radical like I was trained by a rap bro. And now I gotta go and throw it up like a katana, cause I gotta go and do this. Not when
I thought the song would have been better with heavier guitar.
I think so too.
Why
It could have been.
did you not do heavier guitar?
I don't know, but the next one I will. The next one I will. It was my first time dabbling in that stuff, but I loved it.
Now you tend to do collaborations and singles as opposed to full releases. Is that true?
That is true. I've been doing that.
Tell me why.
I've been rapping for over a decade, and I'm kind of getting away from that, and I'm actually working on a full-length album.
Full length.
It should be out next month, all going accordingly, and it's gonna have every type of song on there. That rock song, it's gonna have R&B, fast rap, just beautiful music.
If you diversify so much, will it be accepted by the hip-hop community at large?
I think so. I think it'll have something, a little bit of something for everybody. I think so.
I said, who and where will you have it done?
We do it almost all in-house. Skattered Productions, Eric Peterson, he's been EP. He's been doing a lot of the production behind the scenes, and so we go in, we drop our vocals. We're there helping mix and master, and then I've been utilizing a producer friend out of Seattle that does a lot for me.
One very beautiful song is Trust the World.
Yes, Trust the World.
There's a vagina in it. I want just a vagina.
Yeah.
Scary vagina. She's beautiful.
She's
Tell
beautiful.
me about that collaboration. It's a beautiful song.
She's one of my best friends. Her name's Cole Thorne. And she is actually the lead singer of a band called Cole and the Thorns out of Bozeman, Montana. And it's a whole band, and I've been friends with her for a long time, and we connected really, really well. A little deeper connection on music, and so we just kind of been working on that song. It was about 2 years we worked on that song, and then we finally were able to connect back in Wyoming where I live and do the video for it, and it was just really cool.
It's a new day, no matter how you feel, no matter how you live, you gotta keep it real. So do your thing, you gotta stay strong. Rely on love when the day's long. Underneath it all, we all the same. Face to face, we all one race in a similar place. We all feeling the same, we all fight for love. We all feel the pain. Feel the pain and passion to get the growth. You gotta add the laughter to get the most. You cannot coast through this thing called life. So here's a toast to everything inside, alright. Here we go again, you better be ready for the bumps in the road ahead. See, it's a rough ride, better buckle in. But a good time when you with your friends, when they loving you, even when you struggle loving yourself. That's a true definition of being part of the wealth. When you look at them, you don't even focus on the skin. You ain't breaking the surface unless you look within. It's a new day, but a big win if you truly wanna begin to grow from hate. You need to learn to live. You need to love your enemy like you helping a friend.
Trust the world, it provides for you. The difference between you and me, what defines equality? How you feeling within this rawness, sitting in the collective consciousness. It's a beautiful mind that keeps evolving, reality in which life keeps revolving.
Check it out now.
Yes.
Is all of your music, would you hope to convey a positivity?
No.
So,
No, it's not.
no,
Not all of it. I'm very real with my stuff.
real with
And every person who, Christian or not, or anybody, every person who even is a positive type of person who always kind of wakes up in a good mood, everybody goes through these emotions where they feel depressed, they feel anxiety, they feel anger towards other people, road rage or whatever. And there's a lot of things in this world to be angry about. So I talk a lot about that, my inner demons that I deal with.
demons.
Yes, sir.
What are some of your inner demons?
Man, I just being away from my kids for long. I was in a 6-year custody battle, a long, messy divorce, and there's a lot of people that I've seen after coming back from the military that don't have common sense. A lot of people are very agitating in that sense, and it's, their upbringing or what they've learned as an adult, and there's just a lot of things I'm angry about. So I speak about a lot of that in my album too.
How did you become associated with Skatterbrain?
So I did music in high school. Eric and I went to high school together. He was a year older than me, and I had an album in high school. Then I went overseas, was living in Japan for 4 years, and while I was over there, I saw Eric EP was doing music, and he started Skatterbrain with his own label in his own house, and they had about, I don't know, over 6 members there at the time, and I loved that he was still doing music when I left, and so I came back and I just reached out to him and connected, and ever since then a lot of those people have kind of fallen off, but it's been EP and myself who's been carrying that torch, and then we added a lot of new people now, and it's just been an awesome family to work with.
And so what is your big dream in doing this project?
Honestly, a lot of people want to make it big and do all these crazy things. I don't really have a massive dream. I just like to make music. I like people to hear that I'm able to share my emotions through music, through my art form, and maybe a lot of these people who are dealing with the same, whether they're positive or negative emotions, that they can relate to it and maybe just feel something. If anybody can feel anything, then that works for me.
Tyrell Shay's the only name I remember that. I have heard it once said by another that you have a punk rock past.
Yes, I was in a punk band for a while. We did a lot of shows.
Punk band. Tell me about it.
Wizard Business.
What was the name of the band?
Wizard Business.
What did you? What part were you?
I was vocals. I was lead.
Vocals.
I did all the writing for lyrics and sang up front. And Mike Pettyjohn wrote songs on bass, and Cash Carnes wrote songs on
Cash Carnes, I
drum.
know him. I know him. He's a phase. Phase is song, but you are not phase. It goes up phase.
Yes.
But you are not phase.
Just the one with the long hair.
It is irrelevant now. How is it that music evolved into hip hop for you? What changed you?
Because I'm really good at writing, so I'd always liked hip hop. I've been writing since I was young, and punk rock, a lot of it was really fast. I was really good at rhyming, so it kind of just transpired into pushing myself to see how fast I could write and what kind of syllables I could change up and patterns and make something fresh.
What Wyoming is not what one thinks of as a place where hip hop is strong. What is the Wyoming scene like?
Country and old classics. But when you get with the right clicks, there's a lot of people that like hip hop in our town. We have a lot of fans and supporters, and it's easy to travel around in Wyoming, like Casper and Cheyenne and other places that like hip hop.
How is it you got with Exciting Penis Eric and Skatterbrain, you two, I think of you both as the main mortals of Skatterbrain.
We are now, yeah. We've been carrying Skatterbrain together for a while now. I met Eric at a show at Knights of Columbus. Well, not met him, but like watched him and FaZe perform for the first time at Knights of Columbus years ago. And we had mutual friends, knew each other. I went to school with his ex-wife, and then yeah, we just kind of started kicking it. And we met at the bars here and there, and I was like, yo, check this out, I can spit too. And he loved it, hopped in the studio, we started making tracks. And
my biggest fans are my enemies. They really wanna know what the fuck I've been hiding. Really climbing, never worry about the timing. I don't even need to flex, get this in writing. But on my knee, as I pound on my chest, when my finger up, don't need no one. I stay low, cold and frozen.
Got no diamonds on my wrist, nothing frozen, ayy. I ain't gotta try and shine, I stay golden, ayy. Couple charges, check the news, they caught me holding, ayy. Now I'm posted like Malone, I'm paper folding, ayy. I ain't rich, but I ain't broke, though. If you heard that I don't get it, that's a hoax, ho. Keep my foot up on the gas, y'all just go slow. I don't gotta talk about it, y'all just know.
Yeah. That's what's up. I ain't rich, but I ain't broke. Nah, we ain't broke. We really do this shit. Yeah, we really out here. EP, T-Shade, Skattered Production. You already know it. Bitch, you gotta show.
Something I find entertaining, the dead find entertaining about thee is Scream Asylum. Tell me about Scream Asylum, your annual Halloween festivity.
that was a lot of fun. Eric and I got to really express ourselves in this wicked, sick, fun, wild, artistic way. You know, I was in that black body cream and the blood dripping down my face for the whole shoot for like 2 days.
2 days.
And then we even had real pig intestines, and I had a cow liver that I cut up into pieces and hung on the meat. I had cockroaches. We had fucking so much blood and ripped the face off of. Yeah. It was amazing.
People think he got me splicing these species of heat and fetus. He better meet and I'm eating and chop them with cleavers and beat them and stop while they breathe. And I'm stomping like monsters with J's on my feet. Think that you fucking with me, but I am the beast from the west with a tech, and I beat on my chest like an ape, and I cut off their faces to fill up their graves.
Coming to get them, we hit them up. Anyone want it can get it again for the minimum. Hit the plug, tell them to buck and get rid of you. Up in them guts of your bitch and I split them up. I ain't a killer, don't push me though. Turn into Dama and bake you like cookie dough. Creep in the dark with a mask and a hoodie. Ho swinging a cleaver, he wouldn't or would he though?
Sick in the man, he need damage his soul. Again and again that the devil takes hold. Nothing is left is decrepit and hollow out of bones. No place for the fam to go home. Sick as a swine and a finna get it, Billy up, she a dime. Stuck my dick in like a pig and I cut out their eyes if they look at me wrong, and I never call back, bitch, I'm gone.
Are you having another one this year?
Yeah. It's called Bad Dreams.
Yeah. What can you tell about it?
It's gonna be shot in an abandoned gas plant in Midwest Wyoming. It's old, it's huge, and it's torn apart from the inside. Mostly not a lot of floors or metal or ceilings, and it's just wicked.
You just released a release, Gone Ghost.
That's an old one. My newest one, I just released a single called Apple Pie.
I saw that, but I thought that was on Gone Ghost. Gone Ghost is old.
Gone Ghost is my debut album, I think, at the beginning of this year. But I've released probably like 6 singles since.
I see, what is it? And the most recent one is Apple Pie.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
We shot a music video in Casper. It was super trippy with mushrooms floating around us, and the sky was changing colors, and we were in a car with the gorilla and blow up dolls, and Eric and I were rapping in the desert, and it was trippy as fuck and fun.
I feel loose, I feel live. Pop a cap, let's go alright. Must be doing something right, she slide them panties to the side. I feel loose.
juice, I feel like pop a cab, let's go ride. Must be doing something right, she slide them panties to the side. I got the juice, she wanna sip, I stick it in, she slurp the tip. Who the king? Shit, I think that be me. I've been rolling through the city, mushrooms kicking in, I'm fine. Swerving in and out the lanes, but I ain't worried about the lines. Like tsunami, probably pop a couple E, I'm feeling low. My high taking too damn long, I should pop a couple more. Hard to breathe, I can see, smell like roses in the spring. Dripping wet like we've been dancing in the rain, we had a change. Shed a pain, I'm a clouds and sipping ace. Got my music, I'm repeating, now she really know the name. Bitches taking picture, dripped out in my flash. Wanna wear my chain and match, but I told her I'm a boss and she a peasant, so I'll pass.
So, what would you most like? What do you find yourself most wanting to convey in your superior poetry of hip hop? Yes.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious with some tracks when I get a little bit more real about things that can be poetic. When I talk about mental health and struggles and my daughter and family and myself and ego and haters and all that jazz. So I try to convey a good message of overcoming those things. But then also you hear there's other tracks like Scream that are battles and wars within myself that make it difficult to do those other things often. So it's just a mixed balance of up and down and the wildness and the peacefulness and the sometimes positive, sometimes negative. The yin and yang of myself I express. You know all about that, don't you?
The dead know a great
The
many
art,
things
expression.
about the yes and the no. So,
Your obsession.
the no. Within your community recently, you've had death visit a number of mortals. Grieve your community does over those that have passed. You have reflected on this, and now you shall share what it is people need to know most about mental health and death.
That there's enough love in the world for everyone. That no one should ever give up on themselves. We're all in dark circles all the time, in tunnels of pain, and life often seems hopeless, but that's when you need to reach out the most to people that care, because there's so much more to the world than things that happen in your community or yourself, or ego or pride or pain or heartache. Because the more that we try and love and carry peace and all that into each other's hearts, the more success rate we all have with living, even though you want us all dead.
How did you acquire the name Ratchet Jesus? We want to know.
So, my mother is very religious. I was raised ultra Catholic. Like, I always made the joke that mom loves Jesus more than her kids. And so when I turned out to be long-haired and bearded, it just kind of worked as a reference for me to be Ratchet Jesus, because like I wasn't ever quite Jesus, no matter how much good I do. Like, I would always be like Walmart brand Jesus.
You're not what I think of hip hop. You're not what anyone thinks of when they're with hip hop. So how do you explain yourself being hip hop?
I mean, honestly, it's because I got bars. Like, I've always been a musician. I love making music of all kinds, not just rap and hip hop. But
what are some of your influences outside of hip hop?
I mean,
someone might be surprised you're into.
I honestly grew up listening to things like my mom's vinyl collection back in the day, like Billie Holiday, and my mom had the Beatles on repeat forever, so I actually hate the Beatles, but I just know every word to every song. But I grew up listening to music from a completely different era. I mean, 50s doo-wop, 60s, all the protest hymns. That's where, like, 70s, you know, the origins of like modern rock, and the 80s honestly is where it kind of crosses over into hip hop for me. Like, the end of the 80s, that's like where I started, like, you know, Sugar Hill Gang was one of the first rap songs I ever heard, and it was, you know, but I don't know, I've listened to everything my whole life. Rage Against the Machine, Sublime, everything. Those are my two favorite bands outside of hip hop. They're kind of hip hop. So
I didn't hear those influences on hashtag. But tell me about hashtag.
So
it's an acceptable collection.
Thank you. I put a lot into that album. It's my first presentation to the world as Ratchet Jesus, so I wanted to make it special. But I didn't want to lose who I am as an artist. Like, I'm not afraid to talk about things, like anything. Like, I believe as artists we're meant to speak our truth, and the truth as we see it. So, like, I'm not afraid to talk about my life, my sexuality, my views, my opinions. Like, I talk about eating the billionaire class on that. I think it's like, I think we should eat them all. I'm about it. We can eat all the billionaires and their families in one day, Maris. I'm about it. Solve the world's problems.
You made a comment recently about mental health.
Yes.
We thought that was interesting. You said it's your responsibility to manage your mental health,
yes,
not ours. I found that controversial and truthful, and you should now explain yourself.
I will explain myself. We're from Gillette, Wyoming, the suicide capital. I've lost many, many friends to suicide, addiction, accidental overdose. This is the thing. I know for a fact that me being a good friend isn't enough. Me being there for someone isn't enough. I want to encourage people, if they're there, if they're in that place, to please seek help. That's all I ask. Just please go get help. I'm gonna let Maris eat me alive because I'm tired of seeing my friends dead. I think if they see me dead, then they'll learn that, listen, it's you. We can't make you get help. Like, I can only drive you to the 5th floor so many times. Like, you have to do it. And we're all here to support and love everybody who has that, because we all deal with mental health issues.
How is it you manage your mental health?
I mean, I smoke weed, I write music. Honestly, I hang out with my son a lot. He's the best reminder for me of why I need to be here all the time, and why I need to be the best version of me all the time.
How is it you became involved with Skattered Brains?
Man, that's a long... So I've known Eric, EP, for close to a decade now. We've been close friends, and we made our first song together back in 2012. Welcome to the Dark Side Part 1. Part 3 comes out this soon, by the way. It'll probably be around this time. And, man, it's gonna be... We've always clicked. We make good music. Every time we make a song together, it was just like a banger. And when I moved back to Gillette from Denver, I called Eric. I was like, I need to get in the studio. I'm fiending. And we just started making music together again. And it was just a natural fit. Like, come back to Skatterbrain, and you're at my hometown. And we do this now. Like, we took it out the basement into a professional studio. And that's all I've ever wanted, is to start feeding my family with music.
One of my favorite songs and videos of yours is Too Much Trevor. Tell me about that video.
Oh man, that was a wild night. We shot 5 music videos that weekend, and it was the final culminating event. We were at a bowling alley till 4 a.m. and it was just, we gotta be us. We gotta have fun. We were hanging with pretty girls, throwing bowling balls, you know what I mean? Playing in the VR and shooting pool. And I think we rarely get to show, because we as Skatterbrain attack a lot of serious topics in our lives and our experiences. We rarely get to show us be us and having a good time, because honestly, we all love each other. We're one big family. We all party. We all like to have a good time together and be together. And that's what that video is to me, is like us just being us, having a good time.
That spicy sauce. Ratchet.
I'm like, oh shit, bet she let me hit. And if not, I know her homegirl noticed the drip. Rolling through her whole clique with the homies and shit. Baddest motherfuckers ever seen in the G, you bitch. Let me switch a little bit. Did you notice the sauce? I see you staring, but did you notice the cost? Can't help but floss. Nope, I'm dripping like the chicken in the barbecue sauce. Still killing the game, put respect on my name. I'm hot sauce, homie, only blowing the flames. Habanero flow, I leave them burning in pain. No mercy, it's not a kill, it's a maim. I leave them wounded with the tats and they on point. Cause I really know how to act. Shouts to Mick Chick, she the homie in fact. I'm dripping ink like my sauce dropping up on the track. Splash, so wet, Kawhi Leonard, triple threat. Yeah, we going to the chip, and that's a bet. When your girl around, she the one up on my neck. Cause your boy got too much drip, too much sauce, too much drip. He got too much sauce, too much drip, too much sauce. We gon' ball so hard, make her clothes fall off. He got too much drip, he got too much sauce, too much drip. He got too much sauce, too much drip. He got too much sauce. When you live like this, can't help but floss.
And what is the big dream? What do you hope for the future? What is the future of Ratchet? Jesus.
Honestly, I want to just continue to make the music I want to make and reach new people and do new things. I want to be the best me possible, honestly, and musically that means continuing to express myself as an artist and not be afraid of anything I need to say and the way I need to say it. But for me personally, it's just about becoming a better man and a better father, and my music will reflect that.
Biscuit, you are a rapper, but when you started out, you didn't want to be in front of the mic. You wanted to be behind the scenes. You tell me about that. And how it moved to you becoming in front of the mic.
That's true. When I first started getting into the music scene, I was actually making beats, and that was my thing. I wanted to make beats for other artists, and then it actually moved forward into me recording my first track. And
how did that happen?
Well, I moved from Mississippi to Wyoming, and I met this guy who had a studio, and like I said, I was making beats, and he wanted to hear me rap for the first time, so we made a song, and I fell in love with my voice over the sound in the speakers in the car, and that's where it started. I started writing music after that.
What was the big moment in your mortal life where you realized hip-hop was the music that you were most drawn to?
I'd have to say, just listening to it, the vibe I get and the feelings I get from listening to hip-hop music is something different than I get from any other type of genre.
Tell me about your lifestyle, that the way you grew up.
I just have to say, grew up poor. I grew up in Mississippi, and there's not much around there. So if you're doing anything, music especially, then you get some kind of spotlight in the city, and it moved forward to Wyoming the same way. And it's something I fell in love with.
Now, when you started rap, you were shortly in a hip-hop group, Fucked Up Shit or something like that. What was the name of it?
Yes, the very first group was Fucked Up Shit, and it was just
a most acceptable name for a band.
I'm sure you liked it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So Fucked Up Shit was everybody's first tracks. All of our friends, our local friends, together on one song, and we made maybe 7 to 9 songs, and the city loved it, and it was really just fucked up shit about the city and women in the city, really.
Why did you not stay within that group?
Well, the group just wasn't going nowhere. There was so many of us, like I said, it was just all friends from the local city, and there was probably only a few of us that actually had talent and the drive to pursue music. So, like I said, a handful of us moved on and pursued our careers.
Then probably most glory about is you did time behind bars. You did time county jail.
Yes.
Why are you in county jail? Tell me about that.
When I was younger, I was a knucklehead, and I got into a lot of trouble.
What type of trouble?
Fights, drugs.
Oh, drugs. What kind of drugs?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah. Drinking.
Drinking. Oh.
Yes, that's why I don't drink anymore.
I see, but what were your favorite drugs during that period?
Probably ecstasy and alcohol.
I see. When you were on ecstasy and alcohol, could you see yourself fornicating with a zombie? I don't know, such as like myself.
I'd have to take a lot of ecstasy.
A lot of ecstasy.
Yeah.
I see. What got you clean?
The jail. When I went to jail, I was 18 years old and I was looking at 3 to 5 years in prison. I did a year in county jail. I got lucky, and when I got out, I changed my life.
How did you
met
change it?
my wife, and
You speak of Olivia Vagina.
I did.
I didn't know you were married to her.
Well, we're engaged.
What does she bring you? What kind of strength?
She brings strength to me by just the way she supports me and my dreams, you know, and she's always there for me.
Can someone make it in hip-hop without doing time? Is doing time the same as having a degree in the hip-hop world? Does it give you credibility?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe a lot of artists may think that, but honestly, it was a big life changer for me. And I think that was the important part of it.
So when you got out, you decided you wanted to go solo.
Well, when I got out, I was a part of another group called Rhyme Sick.
That's right.
Yes. And I was with those guys for a long time, built my career a lot with those guys here in Denver, Colorado, actually. And that didn't work out, so I ended up going solo for a while. And then I got noticed by another local group, Dead Media. Shout out to those guys.
Yes.
Yeah. And the label just fell apart, and I was back on the solo ride until I ran into my guys from Skatterbrain. Shout out to Skattered Brains.
So tell me about your meeting up with Skatterbrain.
Well, I've known EP for a while, and Ratchet Jesus. I've known him for a while in the hip hop scene, and I liked what they were doing. I hit them up and asked them if there was any room on the team for someone like me, and they accepted me with open arms.
Tell me about the mixtape.
The mixtape got dropped as soon as I left Rhyme Sick Nation, and it was just something I was doing, my first solo project, something I wanted to just give out to the fans for free. So I wrote the Black Market mixtape, and it was some of my greatest tracks so far. Criminal was on it.
Yes, Criminal.
Hell, I'm sure you like that.
Yes.
Hell was on it.
Who influenced you the most?
At that point, I would probably say I was listening to more Mercules and Jelly Roll, and I was doing shows with a lot of bigger artists, and you know, always Strange Music. Shout out to those guys, and all the shows we've done with Strange Music, and Magic Ninja Entertainment. Those guys are great. Shout out to Young Wicked.
So tell me about the video you have out right now.
The video I have now is it's the intro to my newest album, The Evolution, which will be dropping next month. And the video was shot by Epidemic Media. Great video.
What is the name?
The name of the video is called Made Me.
And what was that song about?
I'd have to say about what music made me into be, you know, made me, and just my life and how I've progressed into what I am now.
I would like to introduce you all to what I call the evolution. The evolution.
They put a shot in my
To
back.
what I call
They get me to the count of 3.
what I call
They set the hounds on my train.
the evolution.
They made it
Every morning that I wake up crying, there's another day that I don't find what I really need to stop this monster. The problems that I'm having is a brand new battle. Pick the path and now I'm walking, don't follow. Everybody wanna blame my shadow. Can't compete with the beast when he peaks over peaks. Hold the keys, what he needs is a hollow. Take a part of everything I never thought of. All the drama that I'm feeling that I started. In the mirror, what I'm seeing is I'm calling from the bottom. Ain't nobody gonna stop it. Holy water, only for the fallen. So I fall upon my knees, I'm here to call him. Finally find my calling, I gotta put it all in. Straight monster, bring the knowledge, yeah.
out of me. Then they put a cross to my face. They put a circus out for me. 'cause I got some blood on my hands. But they would see me when I'm coming. I'll be laughing while you're running. Oh, you won't see me when I'm coming. I'll be the monster you've been wanting.
And what can people expect from the evolution?
Lyricism, good flow, steady streams, and just all around good music.
What is your hardest bar?
I'd have to say I severed the head of Hades and fed it to my pit bulls. That's my favorite one so far.
What is the future? What is the big dream for you?
My victory would be, just to do music. I've been doing it for so long. I just want to continue to do it, make other people enjoy it, and always want that 1 million views on YouTube.
What would make you the most fulfilled to discover that people take away from your music?
The lifestyle, just getting away from that bad lifestyle, the drugs, the gangs, that lifestyle that everybody thinks is the best way to be. Everybody wants to be the tough guy. Everybody wants to be the gangster of the scene. And honestly, it's played out. And just be yourself.